What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Dope Life Podcast, the dopest podcast ever. I'm, of course, your host, Coach AJ, Dope Life Coach, the dopest life coach ever. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another episode. And if you'd be also lovely and dope and leave us a rating and a review, we would greatly appreciate it so our podcast can get out to dope individuals just like yourself. Today's episode, honestly, it's a big one for me, especially happening at the beginning of the year. In my country right now, we're dealing with winter, so it is cold. It's cold. Okay. And one of the topics that I'm bringing up is how to still keep that drive going, be consistent while possibly facing burnout. Because I look at a lot of people, we are tired. We're tired of how the world is moving. We got stress going on. We have inflation to deal with. We have family pressures to deal with. All our life is still lifing and we're trying to go after our goals. I don't know about you, but sometimes it seems like a lot. And what it could lead to is burnout. So today's episode is for you, how to remain consistent without falling apart. Because your dreams do matter, but so does this lovely thing right here. It matters a lot. So let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. Let me start by saying that burnout is not just physical exhaustion. It's emotional depletion. It's fatigue. Well, more like decision fatigue. And sometimes it could also be feeling like overstimulated. And I know sometimes that happens to me. In today's world, and we could see it, we got rising costs. We got nothing but, in a sense, just bad news, less downtime, more responsibilities being added to our plates. And let's say what it is. We sit back and we compare a lot from other people, whether it's online or in person. And it's very easy to fall into that predicament. It's very easy to fall into these traps. And these are the moments where consistency goes out the window. It's impossible to stay consistent when you're feeling so overwhelmed. It just can't happen. In many cases, you're not inconsistent so much. You're not even lazy. You're overextended and you're unmotivated. You're tired and, well, you're tired of people, which makes it even harder for you to build new habits. So one thing that you could do is start naming your burnout source. Is it financial? Is it emotional? Is it work? Is it family? Is it overthinking? I mean, is it all of it? Because you can't correct it until you're able to name it. Now, I want to talk about consistency for a second. Now, there's slow consistency and then there's like super hard consistency. On social media, you're probably seeing a whole lot of hard consistency. You don't see a lot of people, and you may get some slack from those folks who are taking their time and doing it at their pace and going slow. I, for one, talk about it all the time because, there's sometimes you got to be hard at it. You got to keep going. And there's moments where you could actually go slow because you went so hard for so long. You could take your time or you're building back up. This is where that comparison idea comes in as well, where it could be damaging for you to actually go at the pace that you need to go in that season. Because we've been taught that consistency is pressure, perfection, and that 24/7 hustle grind, which you need to let that go. But if you notice, the world has changed and that pace is not sustainable. It's okay to work at a slow, consistent pace. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Consistency is not about doing everything perfect every day. That's not it at all. In fact, if you were to ask anyone that remains consistency so well, like myself, nothing's perfect when we're doing it daily. Nothing at all. It's about showing up in a way that you can, even when life is just lifing. So if you feel like life is lifing and you need to slow down a bit, this step is very important for you. Step number 2, reduce your consistency goal to 50%. I know you're going to be like, Coach, what are you talking about? Like, why would I reduce it? Instead of having like 10 workouts, have 5. Instead of working out for an hour, work out for 30. Instead of reading a book every day, maybe read it every other day. Small wins equal momentum, and momentum builds your consistency, which also helps build your confidence back. Now, I know this is going to go against a lot of things that people are going to be saying online about bare minimum. But sometimes you need to start with the absolute bare bone minimum to build up to where you want to be. So this is where you're going to build a bare minimum routine. This will keep you consistent in a very chaotic week, but it must include something that is small. So for example, you can have a bare minimum routine of you're going to stretch every day. You're not going to respond to any phone calls or text messages unless it's an emergency after 9 p.m. You're going to do things that recharge you, whether it's music, reading a book, resting, meditating. What you could do is write down your bare minimum routine on a sticky note or just like a sheet of paper. Somewhere place it in a spot where you can see it. This is a constant reminder in a way that you can hold yourself accountable. So when you feel like those emotions are kicking in, go to that space where that Post-it is and do those 3 routines. Now, a way that you can actually stay focused throughout the year, especially if you think that you're about to enter a little bit of a hectic year, and I think a lot of us are kind of there right now. The first thing you want to do, and I've said this multiple times, is do not set multiple goals. Just set one. Just know the one thing you're working on, which actually introduces more clarity than you think. So it allows you to focus on that one thing throughout the year. Now, you want to match your goals towards your energy, not just towards the life that you're building. Because let's say, for example, your January energy could be far different from your August energy. So you could break down that one goal in January just a little bit different, but you can ramp it up in August because your energy is higher. Another thing you could do is tap into a community, build a community, have an accountability partner. Maybe this is something that you're both working on because you're both feeling the same. The world's already heavy. You don't got to go through it alone. It's okay to have someone there alongside with you as well. So let's get into how you can manage your mindset in a world that's quite overwhelming. Now, I know this is going to be hard for some of y'all, but don't check your phone every 10 minutes. If you got to put that phone face down and just give it a second, give yourself a minute. Start reevaluating the people that are around you. If you find that some folks are a little bit toxic, limit the time that you are around them. You don't got to be around the toxic people, especially when you're trying to take care of yourself in those seasons. Now, this one's going to be also difficult for some of y'all. You don't have to be strong all the time. You're allowed to rest. Rest is restoration. Rest is needed. It's a requirement. And lastly, and this one helps me out, start scheduling your breaks before you even feel overwhelmed. Start looking at pockets and times and days where you can just take maybe an hour to yourself to go do something that fills up your cup. And I would invite you to do that at least once a month. Even if it means just going to the dollar store and getting yourself a Snickers bar and eating in your car while blasting music. I'm just saying. Now I'm going to break down the 3-day rule with you. Now this one, it could be a little bit tricky. You may have some resistance of doing, but I guarantee you it's going to help you out the most. Now, you set all those habits that are going to keep you grounded. Those are going to keep you in a position of filling up your cup when you feel overwhelmed. Now, I never want you to go 3 days without doing those habits, even if it's just one. Don't ever allow it to go more than 3 days. This is how you can stay consistent and human. Human. Remember, consistency doesn't mean that you got to be perfect. It means that you're trying to sustain the life that you love, the life that fills your cup. It's all about sustainability, y'all, not perfection. Give yourself some grace for just showing up even today and however you're showing up in the capacity that you are showing up in. Even if you have 50%, that's still you giving 100 because you showed up for you. And out of the entire episode, what is one thing that really hit home for you? And I want you to comment it below. Whether you're watching this on YouTube, whether you're watching this on Spotify, or whether you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts. And if you're new here again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to also share this episode with someone that you know could actually use the words of encouragement. All right, y'all. I will see you next week. And I hope you're able to get some really good gems out of today's episode. And y'all know what to do. Walk with peace, walk with love.